Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Mandarin Duck X galericulata. The Mandarin Duck X galericulata is a small, colorful waterfowl native to East Asia. It is renowned for its striking and elaborate plumage, particularly the male, which has earned it a reputation as one of the most beautiful ducks in the world. The Mandarin duck is also culturally significant in several Asian countries and is often associated with love and fidelity. Mandrake. The male Mandarin duck is known for its vibrant and intricate plumage. It has a multicolored body with shades of purple, blue, orange, and white. Its most distinctive feature is a crest on the head and a pair of elongated orange sails on either side of its back, which are particularly pronounced during the breeding season. The male's chest and flanks are a mixture of chestnut and white, with a bright orange sail on its back. Female hen. The female is more muted in color, with soft gray and brown plumage, making her less conspicuous. She has a white eye ring around her dark eye and a more subtle crest than the male. Bill. The bill is typically a dull orange with a slightly darker tip. Feet. The feet are webbed and adapted for swimming, like most ducks. Size. Length 41 to 49 centimeters, 16 to 19 inches. Wingspan 65 to 75 centimeters, 26 to 30 inches. Weight 0.5 to 0.7 kilograms, 1.1 to 1.5 pounds. Habitat. Range. Native to East Asia, including China, Japan, Korea, and Russia. Introduced populations can also be found in parts of Europe and North America. Environment. Prefers wooded lakes, ponds, rivers, and wetlands. They are often found in forested areas near water, as these provide shelter and nesting sites. Nesting. The Mandarin duck often nests in tree cavities near water, sometimes using old woodpecker holes or other natural openings. Diet. The Mandarin duck has a varied diet that includes seeds, nuts, roots, aquatic plants, small fish, insects, and invertebrates. They forage by diving and dabbling in shallow waters to find food. Foraging behavior. They are primarily foragers, using their long necks to reach underwater vegetation or picking at the surface for insects and seeds. Behavior. Flight. Mandarin ducks are strong flyers, capable of flying long distances during migration. However, they are not as migratory as some other duck species. Swimming and dabbling. They are excellent swimmers and are often seen gliding gracefully across the water, with males often performing displays for the females. Courtship. During the breeding season, the male performs an elaborate courtship display to attract the female, involving head bobbing, posturing, and showcasing his colorful plumage. Social structure. They are generally solitary or found in small family groups. In winter, they may form larger flocks, especially in areas with abundant food. Calls. The Mandarin duck has a soft, high-pitched trumpet-like call, but is relatively quiet compared to some other waterfowl. Nesting. Nests are usually built in tree cavities or on elevated sites near water. The female builds the nest from twigs, leaves, and other materials. Eggs. Typically, 8 to 12 eggs are laid, which are white or light-colored. Mandarin ducklings are precocially able to walk and swim soon after hatching, and they stay close to the mother for protection. The female incubates the eggs for about 28 days, after which the chicks hatch and immediately follow the mother to the water. Mating system. The Mandarin duck is monogamous during the breeding season, with pairs often staying together for life. Lifespan. Wild Mandarin ducks can live up to 10 years in the wild, though they are often subject to predation by animals such as foxes, raccoons, and large birds of prey. Captivity. In protected environments like zoos or reserves, they can live longer, potentially reaching 15 years or more. Threats. Although not currently endangered, habitat destruction, pollution, and hunting pose threats to local populations, particularly in regions where they are introduced outside their native range. In some areas, the introduction of non-native species, such as the American black bass, has been detrimental to native duck populations. Conservation efforts focus on protecting wetlands and forested habitats, as well as monitoring introduced populations to avoid genetic issues with wild populations. Elegant appearance. The Mandarin duck's colorful plumage makes it one of the most admired ducks worldwide, often seen in parks, gardens, and ornamental ponds. Adaptable diet. While primarily feeding on plants, Mandarin ducks will also eat small fish and insects, showcasing their adaptability. Introduced species. While native to East Asia, Mandarin ducks have been successfully introduced to other regions, including Europe, where they are often seen in park ponds. Courtship displays. The male Mandarin duck's courtship display, including head bobbing and feather fanning, is an eye-catching part of its behavior. The Mandarin duck is a striking and culturally rich species, beloved for its vibrant appearance, unique behaviors, and strong associations with love and fidelity. Its presence in both the wild and ornamental ponds around the world makes it a symbol of natural beauty and grace. Eurasian Curlew Numenius arquata. The Eurasian Curlew Numenius arquata is a large wader bird native to Europe, Asia, and parts of North Africa. It is known for its long, downward curved bill and distinctive call, making it one of the most recognizable shorebirds in its range. The Eurasian Curlew is a migratory bird, and its striking features and wide distribution have made it a species of interest both for birdwatchers and conservationists. Plumage. The Eurasian Curlew has mottled brown and white feathers, providing excellent camouflage in its marshy and coastal habitats. The upper parts are brown with darker streaks, and the underparts are pale with dark streaks along the chest and sides. The tail is white with dark barring, and the legs are long and greyish or greenish. Bill. One of the most distinctive features is its long, downward curved bill, which can measure up to 20 centimeters, 8 inches long. This bill is perfectly adapted for probing in soft mud for invertebrates. Eyes. Large, dark eyes that are positioned on the sides of the head, providing a wide field of vision. Size. Length 48 to 61 centimeters, 19 to 24 inches. Wingspan 89 to 106 centimeters, 35 to 42 inches. Weight 500 to 1000 grams, 1.1 to 2.2 pounds. Habitat. Range. Found across a wide range from Western Europe through Central Asia, and also extends to parts of North Africa. Migratory. It travels to sub-Saharan Africa during the winter months. Environment. Prefers coastal habitats such as mudflats, salt marshes, and estuaries. In the breeding season, it is also found in upland grasslands, heathlands, and wetlands in temperate regions. It is typically found in areas with soft, wet ground that is ideal for foraging. Foraging behavior. It uses its long, curved bill to probe into the mud or soft earth to extract prey. The bill is highly sensitive, helping the bird detect invertebrates below the surface. Diet. The Eurasian Curlew's diet consists mainly of invertebrates, such as worms, mollusks, and insects. It also feeds on small fish and crustaceans in coastal environments. Behavior. The Eurasian Curlew is a strong flyer, migrating long distances between breeding and wintering grounds. In flight, it has a distinctive silhouette with long, pointed wings and a long bill. Social structure. While generally solitary or in small groups during the breeding season, they can form larger flocks when migrating or in wintering areas. Calls. The Eurasian Curlew's call is a distinctive, long, bubbling curly sound, which is where its name originates. The call is often heard during flight and in its breeding territories. Territorial. Males are highly territorial during the breeding season, using their calls to defend their territory from other males. Breeding. Mating system. The Eurasian Curlew is monogamous during the breeding season. Nesting. The female builds a shallow nest on the ground typically in tall grass or heathland, where it is well camouflaged. The nest is lined with grass and feathers. Eggs usually lays 3 to 4 eggs, which are mottled brown and olive-colored to blend in with the environment. Both parents take turns incubating the eggs for about 25 to 30 days. Chicks. The chicks are precocial, meaning they are born with their eyes open and are capable of walking and feeding soon after hatching. They are cared for by both parents, who guide them to food sources. Lifespan. Wild. The Eurasian curlew can live up to 30 years in the wild, although many do not survive their first few years due to predation and other natural threats. Captivity. This species is rarely kept in captivity, but under controlled conditions, it may live longer. Protection of wetlands, estuaries, and grasslands is critical for the conservation of the Eurasian curlew. Various conservation programs focus on habitat restoration and protecting breeding sites. Monitoring and restricting hunting in key areas is also part of the conservation strategy. The Eurasian curlew is often admired for its distinctive appearance and call. It has a place in British folklore, where its mournful call has been associated with bad weather or impending doom, adding to its mystique in traditional stories. The Eurasian curlew is a fascinating species, prized for its beautiful call and remarkable adaptation to both coastal and grassland habitats. While it faces threats due to human activity and climate change, ongoing conservation efforts are essential to preserve this iconic bird and its vital role in ecosystems.